Hello everybody, so today is Thursday, January 28th. It is the Leo full moon. It's happening around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't know where part of the world everyone's in, but I was doing my meditation and I got this calling to do another reading, to just look into like our play and our self-acceptance and the courage that we have in our life to be creative and express our individual creativity. So I'm actually doing one of my personal decks that I don't use for anyone else, the Good Tarot. So let's see. I want to see what is a way that we can shine this new moon cycle. What is a way that we can shine through this full moon? What is a way we can shine bright? All right. Page of Fire and the Queen of Earth. Ground yourself. And find the passions in your life, the small passions. It's going to be the small things that you love that are going to help you to shine. The small drawing, coloring, things of this nature is going to be these small things that have you shining and having you feeling good and grounded. So do some coloring, do some journaling. Me personally, I like to organize. I don't know, I like to write and organize, so I'm going to do that and just find a way that just little things that make me happy can bring me the most grounding within my life. So, how can we help shine bright? We have the Queen of Water. Be in control of your emotions. Allow your emotions to be fleeting. Allow your emotions to be signs. So when someone tells you something, someone discusses with you, gives you advice, unwarranted advice, anything like this, you take what you want and you leave what you don't, and you realize that not everything that everyone says can be true, and not every emotion you have can be true. It could just be a trigger from previous experiences that is replaying itself in this current situation. So just disconnect a little bit from your emotions, and that will help you to shine brightly. Again, incorporate these passions, these little things that make you happy, that make you calm, that make you grounded. Incorporate them in your daily life. The little things will matter. The little coloring that you do in the minutes, that time that you take 5 minutes to sit in your car and listen to the loudest song ever that you just love and put you in a good mood. Time to do your hair because you feel better when you do your hair, or if you get meditative when you journal, or when you cook, or when you bake, or when you color, things like this where you feel yourself kind of zone out and you just feel kind of at peace. That's what's going to create this shining around you. That's what's going to allow you to disconnect from your emotions and be able to stabilize them more, because you will be able to get back. So take on a new perspective. We have the Hangman here. Take on a new perspective. Look at things a different way, and things that make you happy, incorporate them as much as you can in your life, and you'll feel yourself start to be happier. You'll feel yourself start to shine even through the moments that may not be that meditative or that enjoying for you. Enjoyable. Alright, so how can we have more courage in our lives? We're releasing everything so we can have this courage, so we can have the courage to be who we are authentically and move through the world in a happy, unbothered, independent energy. So, Spirit is saying that we have to know what is our star qualities. There's star qualities in every single person. There's a redeeming, appealing quality in every single person, and I've never met anyone who doesn't have more than one redeeming quality. So find your star qualities and allow your thoughts to process through that quality. So let's say your star quality is you have the gift of gab. You can talk very well. You can convince people. You're a great salesperson. That type of personality or that type of energy you have amongst yourself. Allow your thoughts to go through there and allow your thoughts to be clear. And anytime that you have contradicting thoughts, be grateful for the redeeming quality that you have, and your thoughts will become more clear. If you say, okay, I am a great salesman and I accomplish more with people through actual verbal communication, not written communication, not social media or, things of this nature, phone calls, text. I am more of a face-to-face. I have this personality, and that's how I get things done. So you know that that's your best quality. You know that that's your internal light that can bring you through, that's directing your path, then you will make all your decisions, so it will be more verbal communication. Let's do a Zoom call instead of just doing a regular phone call so we can bounce ideas off each other. Things like this. Just knowing your redeeming qualities, being grateful for your redeeming qualities will allow you to find options to bring these redeeming qualities forward, and that will give you the courage to make the call. This will give you the courage to make the decision, to make the move, to make the energy change, to make anything, if you know that you can work through these redeeming qualities and you can lean on the strength and the productivity of what these qualities already do in your life and use it in other areas. Yeah, because there's always a way to use something for something else. There's always a way to use your great auditory learning step to get closer to your children. There's always a way to use your gift of gab to get an application process through the state. There's always a way to use your gift of gab to create more marital bliss. There's always a way to use your sense of organization to create a marital bliss. Or you see what I'm saying? Like, all these examples is just, there's always a way to use your best gift. If you can move through it, then your thoughts will become clear, your path will become clear, and you'll feel courageous because you know you are leaning on something that is naturally strong for you. So, more play. How can we play? Get back up in the earth. Play in the earth, play with people, play with plants, play with animals. I highly suggest playing with animals if you have them, or put your hands in plants, or even walk around barefoot, especially if you have wood floors. Here in Michigan, it's very cold, so I'm not walking outside barefoot in the snow. But just allow yourself to be really grounded. Allow yourself to go back to the natural things that need. This isn't you downloading a game on your phone. This is not you doing coloring by number on your phone. This is not things of this nature. This is back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Go back to playing outside. Go back to going for a walk. Go back to sitting and drawing, sitting and coloring in a coloring book, reading books. This is going back to things that are very basic, that kept you happy and healthy and growing when you were a child, or when you were young, or even in your early 20s, depending on your age and things like this. But go back to the basics. You'll see that these little things, there's this emphasis on these little things that mean a lot, and you're making them too small. Make them bigger. Things that work for you, let's make them bigger. That's the whole point. Things that work, let's make them bigger. I feel good when I cook, so I'm going to cook more, because that is meditative to me. That is a way of playing to me. Let's make them bigger. Move through what is already working for you and incorporate it as much as you can in your life, and you'll see that you'll feel more grounded, you'll feel more happy, you'll feel like you can play better, you can work better, you can decompress better, you can analyze better, your thoughts are better, your emotions are better, just because you are using what is already working and building upon that. Let's build upon it brick by brick. We know it works to cook, we know it works to clean, we know it works to draw, we know it works to color. Whatever your individual meditative practice that you find in life is, or your meditative play, then you find that and you work on it and you include it more and more and more and prioritize it in your life, and you'll see how other things seem to just fall into place. Okay? So let's think about something we can celebrate amongst ourselves. If we celebrate these things that work, then they will build upon each other. So let's ground ourselves in all the play, ground ourselves in the simple things that make us happy, lean onto them, use them as our full strength, and that will build up a life of happiness. That will build our courage. That will build our creative expression. That will build our full authenticity, if we can just lean into what is naturally easy for us. Is it naturally easy to hide away and not talk to anybody? Use that. Is it naturally easy to talk to a whole bunch of people and do chit chat, then use that. Just whatever it is for you, whenever, take stock of your life and feel about anything that makes you happy, anything that makes you feel whole, happy, lets you zone out, even if it's music, TV, whatever it is. Use that to build upon, to create this grounding strength, this power from going into what is already working. Go into the good and you can deal with the bad. So something that we need to celebrate is the messenger of fire and the 7 of water. So this is the fact that you feel emotions, the fact that you feel the ups and downs, the fact that life is going up and down for you, and passions are changing, and energy is changing, and everything is moving in cycles, and everything is moving along. That is something you need to celebrate amongst yourself. The fact that you can go from happy to sad is something you need to celebrate. The fact that you're having a bad day and you can recognize it and move through it, that's something to celebrate. The fact that you're having a bad year and you still choose to show up, that's something to celebrate. Find 10 reasons, small reasons that you can't, that are deep. Okay, that I showed up this year even though I was going through depression. That I was there for my husband even though he was a jerk that day. That I was a great worker even though my job has been chaotic. That I was a fabulous daughter even though my mother had a bad childhood. All these things. Find 10 reasons to lean on. 10 bad things that are good for you. 10 bad things that have happened, or negative experiences, or negative connotations, or anything that comes off negative in the first place, or seems negative to the outside world, or seemed negative at the first instance. Find those reasons to be happy. That is going to make all the difference. You'll see that you can work through the bad things, you're grateful for the bad experiences, and you're leaning in to what already works naturally for you, what makes you feel good. And you'll see that this combination, this balance of I lean in to what makes me feel good, I use what makes me feel good throughout my daily life, I use it to balance myself, I use it to ground myself, and I also am grateful for all the bad that makes me change, all the times I'm uncomfortable that pushes me to the next level. This is great. This is what life is about, is the ups and the downs and the roller coaster of life. And the more you can flow with it, the more that life will flow to you in a natural, happy, easier pattern. So take time. Take 10 negative circumstances, situations, instances, whatever it is, and go towards that. Okay? Be grateful for that. Write down 10 negative things that happened to you and why that was the best thing that could have ever happened to you. What lessons did you learn? What information did you obtain that you'll need in the future? What did you find out about yourself? What did you find out about your family? What did you find out about your job? What did that lead to that was positive? What information? What feeling? What thought process did that lead to? And be grateful for it. And lean into everything that makes you happy. Lean into all the things that make you meditate and make you feel whole in this world and make you disconnect from your emotions and your thoughts and allow you to just be you. And you feel it in your soul. So do that. Be grateful. The gratitude is going to bring you everything, and just release this full moon, release the norms, release what you have to be and what you should be, and become who you really are. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.